Hi, this is Brent Hall. Thanks for tuning in again. We got a lot of suggestions from the last video about when do I restore? Okay, when do I throw it away? When do I keep it? Well, it depends. There's not a you do this every time. You got to remember what you're doing, and you got to remember kind of the narrative or the story of your home. There are some things that are very strong contributing elements of your home, very strong powerful pieces, right, that tell a great story. The hardware, the doors, the moldings, fireplaces, cabinetry, those things are, windows certainly are defining. They are, they tell an important story about your house, when it was built, why it was built. So those are the things you want to keep, the things that are the charming elements that you walk in and you say, I really like that, right? That's what you want to keep. Now, if you've been watching the show, we've been working on this house on Willing Avenue. And one of the questions I got that I thought was fascinating from the producers was, why did you save the brick? And maybe you've been asking yourself, why did you save the brick? I was shocked when they were asking me that. I was like, what do you mean, why would you save the brick? Why wouldn't you? Well, I don't know. Why did you just throw it away? And so we get into a whole, why are we doing this, right? Why are we saving anything, right? If you're going to ask the questions of what to save, what's not to save, you really got to get into the background of what we're doing here, right? And so the saving of the brick was this, we can't go match it, okay? To match it would have been very expensive, and there would have been no way to, in my opinion, to get that kind of character and that feel of that home without saving the brick. Now, just throwing some numbers around. A used brick, okay, and that was an iron stained brick, okay, so that was a fairly rich brick, a fairly wealthy brick when it was used back then. It wasn't, sometimes bricks are too soft, sometimes they break up too much, sometimes they were always meant to be painted. These were a nice hard iron stained brick, so it was an expensive brick originally. For us to match that brick could have cost $1 to $3 a brick, okay, to match that brick. To find that brick and salvage would have been at least 50 cents to $1.50 a brick, okay, and then to find the quantity of brick that we needed for that house would have been very difficult. So if those numbers are accurate, right, we're paying 50 cents a brick for a used brick to match that color of the brick, you're talking $25,000 just in the brick. So the savings of us taking those bricks off, cleaning them and putting them back up didn't cost us that much, right? And so the work and the effort to save that brick, and then when we opened that brick up and we found that there was actually a black mortar being used, we had another piece or another story there that was fun, that was interesting, that gave it a definitive look. And so tearing that off, saving the bricks, realizing what the mortar color was, putting that back together, gave that house authenticity, gave that house better presence from the street, gave that house historical, integrity. And so that's why you save something. Okay, that's why we save the brick. Let me put it that way. Now, why should we save things in general? Well, it doesn't matter. We could have saved money by just, putting siding up on the house. Well, why wouldn't you do that? That would have saved a lot of money. Well, there's a story here. There's a narrative to the homes that we're trying to maintain. There's a neighborhood there. There's a collection of houses that were built for a community, okay? And so when you're restoring a house, when you're spending a little bit more money to make it authentic and make it real, you're investing in your community. You're investing in your neighborhoods. You're investing in your neighbors and your family. And so it matters, okay? There can be an attitude, and there's an attitude today of the quick flipping thing. Oh, it doesn't matter. It's going to fall apart, but I'm not going to be here. That is really kind of screwing the next guy that owns a house, right? That's not taking care of them. That's not a value really that you want to pass on. The values that we want to pass on are maintaining things, fixing things, making things better for the next person. And so really these are value choices that we make that really make our lives better. They make our neighborhoods better. They make our houses better. And that's what we're all about.